This is going to be my second game prediction. The LA Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, who's in the same situation as Milwaukee, versus the Portland Trailblazers. Now, I had a feeling Portland was going to take game one. Now, a lot of y'all are probably upset because you expected the Lakers to win game one. And just like this series I'm about to break down for you, 90% of the time, whoever wins game one wins the series. And what did we saw? We saw two upsets yesterday. We saw the Bucks go down to the Magics. Nobody expected that. The Magics is the underdog. The Milwaukee Bucks is the favorites. We expect the Lakers to be the favorites to win game one and two and win the series. And what do we see? The same thing again, right? We saw Portland get into that ass, beat the Lakers, and LeBron James scored 23 points. And I said it, LeBron needs to score 30 to 35 points. 23 points ain't going to help you win no basketball game in game one or in game two against Portland Trailblazers. LeBron James needs to score 30 to 35 points. LeBron James needs 10 blocks, 10 rebounds. He needs to attack the basket. That was probably by far the best thing LeBron James did was attack the basket, but he needs to attack the basket every time and start draw the fouls. LeBron's got to start looking for players open and have them just take their shots. And you see, this is going to be a must win for LA because if they don't win game two and the Lakers go down 2-0, you're going to see Portland take command of the series. And this ain't the first time this has happened to the Lakers. Back in the 1990s and early 2000s, when the Lakers played the Utah Jazz and Portland, it was the same thing. Lakers would win game one, lose game two or three, and then they would be in a situation where they would have to come back and win. And you see LeBron's a little bit on the older side. I'm 34, LeBron's 35. You know, we're getting up there in age. LeBron's like 1 year older than me, okay? We're in our late 30s, pushing into our 40s. And LeBron's got to start making some better decisions. You're going to have to start scoring 30 to 35 points, 10 blocks, 10 rebounds. Dwight Howard got to start playing in the backcourt. If they had, what's his name? Because my dad was the one who told me I should say it in the video. If they had Bradley, whatever his name, Evan Bradley or whatever his name is, if they had him right now, he could guard Damian Lillard and lock him down on defense. See, you can't have some scrub come off the bench and lock down Damian Lillard. You need somebody that can play on his level and lock him down on defense and then attack the basket on offense. That's why the Lakers lost last night. They had one player attacking the basket, that's LeBron James. You can't have one player engaged, okay? You got to have all the players engaged. LeBron was attacking the basket. He had 23 points. 23 points ain't going to help you win no game one. It ain't going to help you win no game two, no game three. LeBron needs to score 30 to 35 points, 10 blocks, 10 rebounds, keep attacking the basket, start having them commit some fouls, get on the free throw line, and make the free throws. LeBron going to have to get the yelling and screaming at some of these younger players and get in their face and get them engaged in the basketball game. You know, you can't afford to mess up no more. You lost game one. You was the favorites to win game one. Portland beat you. Now everyone expects Portland to beat you in game two. That's what now everyone now suspects. And I know Stephen A. Smith is probably shaking his head like, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but y'all need to get it together. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get on the phone right now, and you need to call Evan Bradley, and you need to tell him he need to come on this court, get in the bubble, put the uniform on, and help the Lakers win game two. It's a must. Lakers need to win game two. You go down 2 games to Portland, series is over, okay? If you win game 3 or game 4, okay, that might get you back into the series, but then what happens in game 5? What happens in game 6? See, Stephen A. Smith already predicted it's going to go 7 games. And you know what? I think Stephen A. Smith might actually be 90% correct on that. And I said 90%. I know Stephen A. Smith be like, what do you mean I'm 90% correct? I'm 100% correct. What have you been smoking? I'm Stephen A. Smith. said it's going to be 7 games. All I'm trying to say is LeBron James needs to score 30 to 35 points, 10 blocks, 10 rebounds, keep attacking the basket, make the players commit some fouls, and LeBron's going to have to get the other players involved. He did it in the first half. There was miscommunication. Second half, there was some communication, but you need to communicate throughout the whole entire basketball game. You just can't not communicate the first 2 quarters and then wait the second 2 quarters. That's how you lost game one. And if you play the same way you played in game one, you're going to lose game two. You're going to lose game three and probably the rest of the series if you keep playing the same way. History has it that when you play bad in game one and it carries over into game two and game three, you lose the rest of the series. Game two is a must-win for LA. They go 2 games down to Portland. Portland is going to take the series. And Damian Lillard is not going to stop hitting three-pointers and feeling sorry because you lost game one. Damian Lillard doing what any basketball player in the NBA would do. He would do what I would do if I was playing in the NBA. Move out the way, give me the ball, I'm dropping 30, 40, 50, 60 points on your ass. Damian Lillard is doing what he's supposed to. Carmelo Anthony. You cannot blame Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo is doing what Carmelo's doing. Give me the ball, move, I'm hitting some threes. LeBron got to start playing like LeBron a little bit more. He did it with 23 points. That ain't enough to win. And I'm sure he knows it's not enough. I'm sure he's getting phone calls from Magic Johnson. Yeah, this is Magic Johnson, the Magic Man. What's going on, LeBron? You got to play better than that. You want to be Michael Jordan level. You got to play better than that, LeBron. I need you to score 30, 35 points. I'm the Magic Man. You can't be playing like that. I'm sure he's probably hearing it from both sides. I'm pretty sure Dwayne picking up the phone. LeBron? Yeah, Dwayne. Ring. Yeah, Dwayne. LeBron? What? I need you to turn to that LeBron James who beat the Boston Celtics in Game 7 and scored 45 points. I need that, LeBron. I don't know if I can do. No, LeBron. We don't do that in the NBA, okay? You a player. You an elite. You want another ring? I need you to turn into that Miami LeBron and go out there and beast on them. All right, Dwayne. I'm sure he getting that from everybody. I'm just telling you what the stats I see. That's what I'm going to go with. Now, if they bounce back in Game 2, you better beat them in Game 3 and make the series lead 2-1 LA. So my prediction is LA should win 118 to 116, or Portland and Damian Lillard going to get into that ass and beat you in Game 2 the same way they beat you in Game 1, 125 to 120. That's what I predict.